Yes, I got it. And unmistakably. Well, oh man. So we've talked on the show before about how the MLB could use a little bit of entertainment boost, less strikeouts, more action, just more things where the athletes can do athletic things. We're tired of walks, strikeouts, and home runs, right? And Bruce, our producer here, he showed me my first dose of banana ball yesterday. And while I've yet to see a full game played, while I've yet to partake myself, it looks quite interesting and quite fun. For those that don't know, the Savannah Bananas down in Georgia, they're a semi-pro baseball team that has invented their own brand of ball called Banana Ball. If any of our listeners are familiar with Banana Ball, before I dive into the rules here, please chime in, send us something on the chat, and we'll be sure to show you, or excuse me, we'll be sure to tell you all about it. But breaks down to 9 rules. The first rule is every inning counts, meaning you outscore your team, the other team in one inning, the first inning, that's 1 point for that team. The other team outscores you in the second inning, that's a point for that team. Now, it's not an aggregate based thing. You could score 5 runs in the first inning. The other team could only score 2 in the second inning. Whoever wins the inning wins the inning. It makes every inning matter, and it makes a comeback slash walk off moment possible in every inning. Again, the inning's over when the home team assumes the lead if they do. So, can you imagine a 7 or 9 inning baseball game with multiple walk off opportunities? That's entertainment. Number two, there's a 2 hour time limit. No ifs, ands, or buts. Baseball can take 3.5 hours, 4 hours sometimes. Even the most keen baseball fans, even the geeks like myself, it can be a lot, especially for a day at the park, especially for a family with kids, all those things. So 2 hour time limit, no ifs, ands, or buts. In the spirit of keeping the action going, no stepping out. The batter will not step out of the box, or else they're penalized with a strike. Step out of the box during a 1-2 count, you're out. Number four, no bunting. Self explanatory. Swing the bat. Number five, it's really interesting, folks. Batters can steal first. It can happen on any pitch. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're facing Jacob DeGrom himself in Banana Ball. You're probably not going to get a hit off of him. He's probably not going to walk you. If he threw one ball in the dirt at any point in time, you can take off and steal first base. Let me tell you, it would make any wild pitch during any time, any situation, much more interesting than the current brand of MLB baseball. Oh, I wish Chad was hearing about this. I don't know if he knows about Banana Ball, but I feel like we'd get some old school pushback from him. But also, he might be intrigued by the action. Moving on, rule number 6. I think he could. He, I could. I love it. I can't see it getting to the major league level anytime soon, but maybe one day. Rule number 6, no walks allowed. Somewhat self-explanatory, but here's the kicker of that. If there was 4 balls to be thrown, the batter can take off to first base, and heck, he can keep running beyond it to second base, third base, wherever he can get in the amount of time. Here's the catch. The catcher has to throw the ball around the horn to every infielder and then get to wherever the runner's trying to advance. It takes an actionless event like the walk, and it adds a whirling dervish of where's this going to go? And oh shit, we just threw it down the right field line. Now the guy's on third base. Great. Don't walk anybody. Number 7, probably my favorite rule. It's going to be in competition with rule number 9. Number 7, the one-on-one showdown. What happens in Banana Ball if the game were to go to extra innings? Or excuse me, if the game were to be tied after time limit expires? Well, I'll tell you. After 2 hour time limit, thank you. It heads to a one-on-one showdown tiebreaker. Basically, one hitter versus one pitcher. The pitcher has no defense behind him. It is him alone on the mound. He is aiming to, of course, get the batter out. Strikeout would probably be the best method for him because here's what happens if that ball gets hit in play. Pitcher throws a pitch, it gets hit, dead center field. It's in the park, but it's going. The pitcher himself has to go and get that ball before the runner can presumably get home. I think I like his chances if you hit one to the wall. But the one-on-one showdown is literally the pitcher and he is the entire defense against just the batter, I think it'd lead to some memorable moments, as silly as they might be. Number 8, no mound visits, self-explanatory. No old men waddling out to the mound. Actually, funny quick thing, real quick. I think about this more than I should. You look around at other sports, NBA, NHL, NFL, and the coaches, they're all either dressed in a polo, some sort of khaki, in the case of NBA, a three-piece suit looking sharp. Baseball remains the only sport, old, where the manager looks like he's dressed to play. So, yes, the mound visit always reminds me of this. Giants fans know Bruce Bochy just shuffling his feet out there, grunting under his breath. He's looked better in a uniform years ago, but that's okay. No hate. Just saying, no mound visits is okay with me in Banana Ball. Lastly, this might be my favorite rule. Talk about a home field advantage potential. If a fan catches the ball, it's an out. Doesn't matter if it's the home fans. Doesn't matter if it's an away fan. Whoever's batting would be the victim of the out. Can you imagine a packed stadium with fans tuned in, wanting to catch the ball, ready to catch the ball? We talk about it all the time on MisippBROs, the attention span in baseball, trying to watch an entire game, keeping your eyes on the action. Well, guess what? I'm going to take less trips to the concessions if I could literally impact the game by catching a ball. What if I got the last out? Come on. There's a lot of potential in that. Some might see it as silly, but just think of the entertainment value. And that's what Banana Ball would really be all about. So, Big Bruce, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that with me. Friends, there is a great YouTube breakdown, way better than I could do it. Just simply search Changing the Game of Baseball, Banana Ball, or I'm sure Banana Ball would suffice. So, save the banana, play some Banana Ball.